Hi, I'm Dawn, and this is where Shabby meets Bling. It's also Halloween Palooza. Today is not only a big day for me, but a big day for Wanda, because today is the grand opening of her wickedly wonderful boutique, the Witch's Wardrobe.
This is Halloween Palooza, and it's hosted by my wickedly talented friend Annie of Crafting with Indie Annie Jones. You will find the link to her amazing channel and this playlist in the description box below. When last we left Wanda, we had finished the design of her beautiful boutique and moved in that wonderful wardrobe and the rest of her fabulous fixtures, preparing for her grand opening. Behind the scenes, she was acquiring a unique and diverse variety of wares to stock her newly formed shop.
Let's take a look behind the scenes to see what was ordered and how it was made.
Remember that dry sink Wanda found? This is what it looked like before I refurbished it. And now it is an amazing piece to hold some wonderful items for Wanda's boutique. Of course, we needed witches' hats, and I picked some up at the Dollar Tree, and I'm gonna give them a little bit of a makeover. The first thing I did was take care of this little problem right here. You can see that the glitter isn't totally covering these little hats. So I went ahead and I gave them some spray paint, just a matte orange, to cover the situation and dull down that glitter a bit. After my paint dried, I added this pretty little ribbon to the base of the hat and this cute little owl. I decided to make some little ribbon roses for all three of the hats, and making these little roses is really easy if you've never done it. If you have, you know how easy it is. You just start by rolling the ribbon. You just kind of just roll it, roll. You keep that ribbon rolling, and I think I just aged myself with that little ditty. So you just roll it, and you see how it's starting to look like the center of a rose. And then I'm gluing this. A lot of people will sew them, but I find gluing is pretty easy. And then you're just gonna start by folding it back. You just take it and fold it back and continue winding it around. And you do that until you get it to the size you want. And I make quite a few different sizes so that you have a variety on the little hats, but I just think it added a special touch. Well, now it's time to make some bows. And I don't think anything super duper pretty like this is finished without a bow or two. So I'm gonna add a couple bows and a little more embellishment, and then my little hats will be complete.
You may remember Gilda. She's a little ghost that loves couture and has a couple of pet spiders. Well, she heard rumor that the Witch's Wardrobe is going to be adopting out spider babies, little spiderlings. And she's a huge fan of the designer Herman Munster. She has one of his little handbag originals.
I found these picks, these Halloween picks at Walmart. And they had these spiders on them. They also had the eyes for Scully, FYI. And I decided to pick them up and paint them, and they're gonna go in the little boutique. This is a basket that I got at a resale shop, very inexpensive. And I'm going to give it some white paint, and then I am going to make a nice little cushion because our little spiderlings will have a comfy little place to rest while they wait to get adopted. Skulls and bones are a must for a witch's boutique, and I picked up all of these at the Dollar Tree, and my favorites being the big ugly plastic skeleton right here. And they look so fake and so cheesy, and they have little ridges, and I'm going to sand off the little ridges, give them a really, really good sanding, and then I'm going to paint them with white chalk paint many times to disguise the fact that they're plastic. Wait till you see them when they're done. Look amazing! I have to say, when you're looking for miniatures, you kind of can't go wrong at the Dollar Tree and at Hobby Lobby. You'll find a plethora of lovely little tiny things at both these locations. And I came across these bottles, these big three, the big three I came across at Hobby Lobby, and I picked them up for half off. I like to shop the items that are half off, and the rest of them I picked up at the Dollar Tree. Wanda is staying on top of all the trends, and since energy drinks are really flying high right now, she is going to make her own energy potion and sell it by the growler, maybe the half growler as well. So I've made her some personalized labels. I just did this on PowerPoint, and one thing I love Canva, don't get me wrong, I use it for a lot of my thumbnails and whatnot, but as far as like making things where you don't have to rely on the internet, I love using my PowerPoint, and it is an old version. It's old, I mean really old, but it serves me well. So I've made these lovely little labels, and I am going to apply them onto our little tiny growler bottles. I am just using a matte Mod Podge to apply my little labels, and I'm putting just a little bit on the back so it almost acts as a sticker. I am not going to add anything on the top of these. If I want to change the label at some point, I can. I'll just make it easier, but they really stay on nicely. So just a little Mod Podge and burnish them down, and we're good to go. Well, they say crystals have healing powers, so they say. And I thought these little rocks kind of look like crystals. So Wanda is going to sell crystal snacks, and they're going to come in the form of bulk, like these big jars, the big three. And then I'm going to also package them in some tiny little jars as well. You think witch, you think frogs and toads, you just do. I grabbed these at the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to put that on repeat. I picked up these at the Dollar Tree. And they are adorable, but they look so toy-like, and there's really no dimension on them at all other than their little eyes sticking up. So I'm going to alter them and make them look more like toads with little warts and whatnot. So they look more real, like a real live animal. I am painting each and every one a solid color first, and I'm doing them in multiple colors. I have 6 little froggy toads in all. And first step is paint. Now that my paint is dry, I am using my dimensional paint, which everybody knows I'm in love with this stuff. I don't know what I'd do without it. Love, love, love dimensional paint. And I am creating actual dimension on this little guy. Once he's painted, he had no mouth, so I'm just giving him that little froggy lip, that little toad lip, and then I'm going to give him some little warts all over his body, and I'm making them all different. They all have to be different. They're unique. They're unique little individuals. Oh, once their little warts are dry, I am coming in with a deco art. It's an acrylic paint, and it's called Sunset Gold. And I'm filling in their little eye cavity area, every bit of it right now, with this gold. Now it's time to cover the warts. Just the color, not the dimension. Look how you can see that. Isn't that cool? So every little froggy toad, and I know they're different, but toads have warts. So we're covering these little guys with paint so we can just see that dimension. Love it. Now, to bring our little toads to life, I'm just using a black chalk paint and painting in that little tiny slit to make it look like he's got the real little toad eyes, not the white with the little round black dot, more like a real toad. It's looking real good. We've got some great merchandise for the boutique, but I think we need a few more things. Just a few.
Cauldron, right? You see it too? I picked this up at my favorite thrift shop for 50 cents. And it even had a little flower stem in it, and it was a horrible little flower stem, so I donated it back immediately. But that little cauldron is going to become something really cool. But these pods, which I got for, how much did I get them for? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I love thrifting. So these little pods I am going to make into little miniature cauldrons, because no self-respecting witch would have a shop and not sell cauldrons. It just isn't done.
And as per usual, step 1, sand. Some of the little pods are kind of wonky at the top, so sand them down. And then of course the next step is paint. And I will be painting them in a black chalk paint. Once my chalk paint is dry, I go back to my dimensional paint and I add little detailing on my little cauldrons. I will come back with another coat of chalk paint after this. So this is what I've done with my big terracotta pot, the big one out of all the small ones, the biggest one. I added a bunch of styrofoam inside it because the styrofoam that was in there was not good. So I added some of my scrap styrofoam in there, and then I put those little vase fillers from the Dollar Tree in there. And now I am just filling around each and every little bubble because this is a bubbling cauldron, you guys. This is going to be my sign for my cauldrons. It is going to be so cute. And after my dimensional paint has dried, I'm going to come back in and paint it out in a different green. I am sure some of you were wondering about the Herman Monster collection. Well, the shipment has arrived. We received tote bags and beautiful handbags, travel cases, and of course you saw the hats earlier, and shoes. The shoes I picked up at a thrift shop, and the little bags and the little carrying case I picked up at garage sales. I disassembled the little carrying case and I am going to paint it. I am painting the part that's the dark wood, an ink, black, whatever, chalk paint. And then the rest of it, that little embossed area, I'm going to paint that a beautiful pumpkin orange. Then I am going to add some glitter glue for details, orange glitter glue, and I will add a beautiful little owl detail, fabric owl, on the inside of the case. This adorable little handbag I am simply going to paint pumpkin orange. It's a chalk paint. And then I'm going to add a detail, a little pumpkin, literally a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin detail, a fabric one, on the front, and then some of that orange glitter glue for details. Now, to see how I've made all these bags with the fabric, check out my video, Gilda, the ghost, and you will see where the fabric comes from and how I use it. I have taken an old scrap piece of wood and I've cut it into little blocks, and they're not all the same size. They're relatively the same, but not all identical. And I am going to paint 3 of the edges and around the corner a little bit on the flat side of those 3. So in case something shows, it won't show. But I am just using a cashew chalk paint to paint the 3 sides. And this is going to be the inside, the pages of our spell books. You gotta have spell books if you're a witch's boutique. I have traced the 3 sides of my biggest block of wood to create a template. I will be using that template on this faux leather felt. I love this stuff. I just used it on my last project and I liked it so much I'm going to use it again. I am going to use some heat and bond and glue. I'm going to bond 2 pieces of this stuff together so that it will become the cover of our little spell books. Once you have your little template-sized faux leather piece cut, you peel the paper, you put it back to back, and I am covering this with a special piece of, you use these things in the big heat presses, and I'm using this because I don't want to melt that faux leather. And once you get your two pieces bonded together, you're gonna trim them up. Once trimmed to the exact size I need for each book, keep in mind you're gonna have hangover on all three sides because that's what's gonna make it look like a book. And then I'm going to glue this onto the block of wood with B7000 and hot glue. And then I'm gonna put a piece of wood on either side and clamp it until it dries and dries well.
Today is the big day. Nearly all of our products have arrived. Wanda and I have done all of our merchandising, and now it's time for the grand opening of the Witch's wardrobe. Let's go open the doors. Customers are waiting. Welcome back to the Witch's wardrobe. Grab a shopping basket and start shopping. There aren't many Herman Munster originals in stock, so you better grab one now, whether it's that beautiful little pumpkin handbag or those shoes, look at those shoes, or a hat. You need a witch's hat. Yes, you do. Oh, how about the travel trunk? You need a travel trunk. All witches travel. Unfortunately, Maryland's Brooms and Wands did not come in time, which is sad, but we are fully stocked. Look at that hat. There it is with all its detail. Grab an energy potion and some crystal snacks. They're all the rage. They will keep you flying on that broom high in the sky. There's that little owl detail in the travel trunk. Oh, more shoes. Gotta love shoes. And some wool of bat magic, of course. See how great that skull looks? And check out those boots. I'd wear those boots. They're super cute. Hello, you little toads. Look how cute you look. With your little warts and your amphibian eyes. Oh, and there's fully stocked shelves. Yes, indeed. Everything from Wanda's energy potion to poison. Ooh, poison. To some spiderlings. Fully stocked, ready for all our customers. And there's our tote bags. They're real tote bags. They really are. You can put things inside. And they're dimensional. How cute. Absolutely in love. Oh, and another cute little toad. And there's our skulls and our bones. Don't they look great? Ready for spells and potions and whatnot. Oh, so wonderful. And here's our baby spiderlings. They are ready for adoption. You can even get trimmed spider wool. How wonderful. They are ready to go home with you today. Take two so they can have a sibling to play with. There you get a really good look at our spell books and the crystals and the shop overall. I am so pleased. I think we'll sell out fast. If you would like to see more of Wanda's Witch's wardrobe as we restock with new items and new pieces of furniture because she needs a point of sale and a cash register, leave me a comment and let me know what you think. And don't forget to watch the entire Halloween Palooza playlist. The link is in the description box below. Thank you so much for visiting the Witch's Wardrobe's grand opening. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and share it with your family and friends and anyone that loves Halloween, loves decor, or just loves teeny tiny little fun things. You can follow me on Instagram and check out my shop on Etsy. There will be new items on the first of the month. You can support this channel by subscribing, so please don't forget to subscribe. And for now, this is Dawn and Wanda with Shabby Meets Bling and the Witch's Wardrobe. Thanks for stopping by. We will see you next time.